morning, everyone. How's the holidays? How was your guys' Christmas and New Year's? Leave a comment below for how everyone's Christmas and New Year's was. Mine was alright. Just another year. Just another year during the holidays. And it was nothing special. Got some cool things. Nothing special, but things you need, you know. Didn't really do Christmas with the whole family this year, being that virus is out there still. How's your Christmas?
It's alright. It's another year, same shit as last year and the year before.
Yeah, it's just another year, especially this year, being it's fucking the COVID's out there. A lot of people didn't even celebrate Christmas. Well, at least completely. People, People are just not willing to take that chance. Some people are. A lot of people didn't celebrate Christmas. The thing is, we got the stimulus checks right after to help stimulate it. It's kind of ironic how we get it, right after, even though who knows what's going on with that. They think it's planned, but it's not. They don't ever know themselves, really, but it's just like, yeah, today is the day, though. The Georgia vote. Today is the vote. If you are watching this and you're in Georgia, go vote. Go vote. Yes. It's going to be the day that determines a lot of things. If we get a lot of progress done, still get some things done, but still, they're able, if they hold the Senate majority, they're able to block a lot of stuff, vital stuff. But, man, their campaign sucks. It's wrong down there. Obama was down there campaigning, Biden, Andrew Yang, Elizabeth Warren. He had some big timers going hard down there for him. And, Republicans, they didn't have shit going on. They were getting burnt out left and right, especially with this whole stimulus situation. Biden came live yesterday and said, your vote is dependent on how much money you get. If you want stimulus all throughout this next year, or if you don't want any more, that's how much this vote determines. Yeah, it was crazy everything that he was saying, which is true, because it's like their stimulus checks that their bill that they had in didn't even have stimulus checks, nothing. You have to remember, they put in their own bill first before this bill was written. They had no money for the people. And Biden, he don't even want to do it more checks just like that. He wants to do a universal basic income with Andrew Yang type of deal, where he wants to give people continuous checks till this is over, because they just have to keep going back and helping people. And it's like, it doesn't make sense now, especially when other countries that have way less of an economy are helping their people way more. It's just crazy. We paid it much they gave us back, our portion of that bill was, there was two bills. The one bill for the people and the businesses, for the PPE loans, the EIDL loans, and the stimulus checks, money for hospitals, money for the states, for food assistance, for rental assistance, for all that. All that money was $908 billion. Guess how much it takes them to collect that from us? Less than 2 months. 2 months it takes them to collect that. A little over 160 million people go to work every single day. And so the average amount of taxes taken out of a check, they say, is between $3 and $5. So if you go off the average of $4 taken out, even if you take just $3 out, that's that's almost $500 million they collect every single hour. $500 million they collect every single hour. So it's billions each week. Billions. And so what happens is they collect all that money and it goes into our World Bank account. Every nation has an account at the World Bank. And then they disperse back notes to each agency. And because Social Security is the biggest agency we have, that's the biggest debt they have. They owe the biggest amount of money to the people. And why is that? Because when everyone pays in, all that money goes into the account, but then they only disperse back like 10% of it. We don't collect them funds till we're retired. So they collect in all that money all throughout the year, every year, but then only 10% of them people, or only 10% of the people are retired, so they only pay out 10% of the money that they collected just from that one program. So say we pay in $500 billion for Social Security, $500 billion. Well, all the people that paid in aren't retired yet, so that money sits in the World Bank. Guess what happens when you have money that sits in a bank? It acquires interest, it makes money. And so they're using all that money every single year, 80% of it, because only 20% gets dispersed back out individually each year to people that are retired. And so they make money off that. Do you know how much money you make off of a amount of money like that? They make that money that they just gave us in 2 fucking months. If you do the math, I mean, I was watching some mathematicians on YouTube doing the math of our overall economy and finances. They were doing it on a big white marker board and breaking every single individual thing down. You would be disgraced in our country. You would be fucking, it's just sad. The amount of money that they've given to other countries and other programs, and programs even in our country that we don't need, the amount of money they give. I'm not saying they shouldn't give them money, but not the amount of money. I mean, shit. Especially to other countries. So what they do is they take all this money at the end of the year, disperse it back out to all our agencies, the FBI, DEA, CIA, so on and so on and so on. And then they disperse our debt, or our money we're owed with our trade deals to the countries that we're in trade deals with. And what people get fucked up is, that's not real debt. That's the money they got from fucking trades that they got something for that money. It's not debt where they borrowed the money. It's fucking what people get a lot of things fucked up is they think our debt is the real debt. It's like, it's not real debt. One of the most powerful, most successful, the richest, wealthiest economy in the world can't literally be in debt. We have too many people that go to work. When we have the amount of people that produce and purchase, it's impossible. So if we took all that money, or let's even say half of it, if we took half the money that we gave out to all the countries and had it back, they could have gave us fucking $2,000 checks every single month last year and this year, they said, and not have been a problem, but nothing. $2,000 checks every single month, last year and this year. So, do you want to know why they do that? Because they call them investments, other countries. Because when you build a country up from poverty and they're able to produce and purchase as well, then it creates a huge amount of purchasing producing for our country then as well. It's an investment. That's why they invest, as well as it's a humane investment, so they can properly cook and eat. Because when a country is poverty stricken, they can't even cook and eat correctly. And so then shit like this happens. Pandemics happen because they're not even able to sanitize and fucking clear their food correctly to be able to eat it, see if it was safe to eat. And so it's a humane investment and a financial investment. But the thing is most of the country's money that we've invested in, we don't see no return. Most of them countries are still, they're way further than what they have, but they're not even close to being able to have an established economy yet. Nothing like what China's grown, India's grown. Them were the same type of countries as Afghanistan, Iraq, I forget the other couple, but they were the same type, and now they have established wealthy economies because we continued to help them successfully grow. And now look at them, they're even just as strong as us. And so it's like we just keep trying to invest in these countries, but what happens is pure hatred comes into play, because what happens is we have our military over there, and they have more people that try to rise up over there, and their type of ethnicity is more envious and jealous, I guess, when they're faced with authority. And so authority, as well as anything, like when people are over there with money. And so then that creates jealousy, hatred. They think you're trying to control them and make it go one way when we're just trying to make it go any way that's good. Really, I mean, it's like, even if there was structure, so what? It's better than what you guys have now. And so they don't want to follow any guidelines or anything like that, and they rebel, and then they form Al-Qaedas and terrorists, or they form Al-Qaedas and terrorist units, and they try to kill people, and then we have major setbacks, because then we go to war and we spend more money. And so yeah, we just need to quit spending so much fucking money in these countries, and we'll probably have more money for our own people. Pretty much common sense, isn't it? You stop spending money on people that aren't in your own country, you're going to have money for our own people. It's like, fuck. All right, you guys have a good day. Going on another rant. But hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. If you want to see our videos when they come out, hit that notification bell. And all right, guys, stay tuned.